Hey guys, let's start today's football news and know what has happened in the past 24 hours. Why Xavi said no to Barcelona. PSG confirmed big transfer. Ronaldo may leave Juventus in this transfer saga. Let's quickly find out all of these in this video. Before starting this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Villarreal boss Unai Emery has acquired 20% of Real Union, making him the controlling shareholder given the highly fragmented nature of the club. He bought the shares as his father and grandfather both played for the club. Former Napoli and Juventus boss Maurizio Sarri will take over as coach of Lazio. This comes after Simone Inzaghi left the Biancocelesti to join Inter. Real Madrid have announced that Antonio Pintus has returned to the club as first-team head of physical preparation and physical preparation methodology manager. While Everton look to sign a new head coach, they are set to release up to 13 players. Among them are Theo Walcott, Josh King and Yannick Bolasie, according to The Sun. Soon after being proclaimed League One champions, Lille were left without a head coach as Christophe Galtier walked away from the position. L'Equipe are now reporting that Patrick Vieira is being considered as a serious candidate. With Carlo Ancelotti having taken over at Real Madrid, the Italian is considering a move for his former forward at Everton, Richarlison. Football Insider claims that Everton would not put up much of a fight if Richarlison were to demand a move. Antonio Conte is in advanced talks with Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy to take over as head coach. Yet the Italian may not be arriving in London alone, as former Spurs star Christian Eriksen is being tipped for a return to the club. Thierry Henry has recommended the signing of Anderlecht midfielder Sambi Lokonga to Arsenal, according to reports in Belgium. But according to Vopel24, Arsenal also have Lokonga on their summer shortlist to bolster their defensive midfield options. There are many signs that indicate Cristiano Ronaldo is set to leave Juventus, and it is Paris Saint-Germain who look as likely as destination. Nasser Al-Khelaifi wants the Portuguese star to bring experience to his Champions League pursuit, and join Neymar and Kylian Mbappé in an eye-watering front three. Despite being among Pep Guardiola's favorites, the rumors of Bernardo Silva being up for sale are around in the transfer market. Diego Simeone looks interested in signing the midfielder for Atletico Madrid, reports France Football. Bayern Munich are at risk of losing Kingsley Coman much in the same way David Alaba departed the club. Gazzetta dello Sport state that, with the French winger having just a year left on his contract and the Bavarian club offering him far less than what he is after, Coman may opt to run down his current deal to force a free transfer next summer. Cagliari sporting director Stefano Capazzuca has admitted that the club cannot afford to pay Diego Godin's €3 million a year salary. The Uruguayan has a contract until 2023 which the club, following the pandemic, are unable to fulfill. A meeting is scheduled between the two parties in order to find an agreement. Simone Inzaghi has a big summer ahead as Inter coach, with a number of high-profile players linked with moves away from the San Siro. Gazzetta dello Sport have mentioned Barcelona right-back Emerson as a possible replacement for Achraf Hakimi, who looks like he is off to PSG. From his old club Lazio, Inzaghi is keen on Adam Marusic and Manuel Lazzari. Everton have sensationally begun talks with ex-Juventus boss Andrea Pirlo over their vacant manager position, according to reports in Italy. Carlo Ancelotti stunned the Toffees when he decided to take up an offer to return to Real Madrid. But the Merseyside club have now entered talks with legendary Italian midfielder Pirlo, according to Italian outlet Calcio Mercato, with a decision to be made in the coming days. Clement Lenglet insists he is staying at Barcelona next season. "I don't see myself leaving," he told Eurosport. "I signed a new contract last summer. I will be at Barcelona next season." Aston Villa have beaten Arsenal in the race for Norwich playmaker Emi Buendia. Goal can confirm, with Dean Smith's side agreeing a fee of around €35 million with add-ons. Manchester City defender Ruben Dias has been named the Premier League Player of the Season. Dias is only the fourth defender to win the prize, after Manchester United's Nemanja Vidic, former City captain Vincent Kompany and Liverpool's Virgil van Dijk. Manchester City midfielder Phil Foden has won the Premier League Young Player of the Season award for 2020 to 2021. A Premier League statement read, "The 21-year-old starred as Manchester City. Foden is only the second player to receive the accolade, following in the footsteps of inaugural recipient Trent Alexander-Arnold. The Catalan coach has landed a prestigious prize. Pep Guardiola has been named Premier League Manager of the Season for 2020 to 2021 after guiding Manchester City to another title triumph." The Premier League has said on its official website, Guardiola wins the award for a third time in his managerial career, having also claimed it in his two previous title-winning campaigns, 2017 to 2018 and 2018 to 2019. Tournament director Martin Collin told the PIA news agency on Friday that talks between UEFA and the government were ongoing to allow those key matches to be attended by foreign spectators without the need for a lengthy quarantine period. But a government spokesperson refused to talk about the changes for overseas ticket holders and said that all travel rules and restrictions are going to be followed, including testing and quarantine. The controversy surrounding James Rodriguez's omission from Colombia's Copa America squad will continue to rumble on. Yet the Everton midfielder has come in for criticism after being seen partying in Miami while his country faced Peru in a World Cup qualifier. The images supposedly were captured at the exact time the match against Peru was being played. The Catalans are desperate to tie ILAIX Mariba to a long-term deal. Barcelona will sit down with Mariba in the coming week to offer him a 3 or 4 year deal, although getting him to sign might not be the easiest task. Let's move to the main news of today, starting with why Xavi said no to Barca. Xavi Hernandez's name continues to hover around the club, with the former legendary player tipped to one day become the first-team boss. Xavi has been offered the job twice, but while the Spaniard admits that turning down his boyhood club was difficult, he felt it wasn't the right moment. Fortunately or unfortunately, I have said no to Barcelona twice, due to different circumstances. Family, professional, contractual, he told La Vanguardia. And of course it was very difficult because I am a Barcelona fan. But it was not the right time. Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't received with the warmest of welcomes as he returned to Madrid on Friday night. The former Real Madrid forward was in town with Portugal to take on Spain in a pre-European Championship warm-up match, and those in attendance at Atletico Madrid's Estadio Wanda Metropolitano were quick to remind him of where he was. Even before the game had kicked off, Cristiano's every move and touch was booed and whistled as he warmed up. Multiple sources, including ESPN, reported that Paris Saint-Germain had made a late swoop to Wijnaldum's signature. Jorginho Wijnaldum has decided to join Paris Saint-Germain. Barcelona have no intention to raise their bid after the agreement ready by 2 weeks and medicals planned. Gini is now set to accept PSG proposal until 2024.